Morning, morning, morning. Hello. It's Thursday the 7th of November 2019. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom tour. Coming to you from the Chapel Hill Marina here in Lincolnshire. Is it a bit dark in here? Is it a bit dark or does it look all right? That looks all a bit dark to me. I'm sure I adjusted that camera before I started. Just a minute, let me turn it up a bit. Oh, I do look like I'm in like a dragon's lair this morning. We like dragons, don't we, in this country? You know, stories about dragons and that sort of thing. Hang on a minute, let's just whack this up a little bit. Let's just do an auto. What have I got? Oh, is it that one there? There we go. There you go. I thought I was looking a bit dark this morning. I forgot to have a little box ticked. Sorry about that, boys. And it's as simple as that, ticking a box sometimes. Really. Anything to do with something going wrong on a computer is as simple as ticking a box. 9 times out of 10, there's a little box that is not ticked. It hasn't stopped raining here for hours. Seriously. It started, I don't know, in the early hours of this morning. I was woken up by the pitter-patter of the raindrops on the roof of the caravan, and it has continued ever since. Quite heavy as well. On and on and on. In fact, we are in a danger zone. Warning, boys. Warning. 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 Here is an urgent weather forecast as mentioned in this morning's Super Soaraway Daily Mirror. The Met Office has issued an amber danger to life. Warning, 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 warning. Yes. 100 millimetres of rain may fall in 8 hours. The Mammoth. Oh, yeah. I remember Mammoths. Who's old enough to remember Mammoths? Walking around the earth with that hair. All that hair, dear. Oh, you can't do anything with it, can you? You never ever saw a mammoth with a decent haircut, did you? The mammoth downpour means certain parts of the north and northwest England, well, I'm northeast, but it's very close by, could see nearly a month's worth of rain today and tomorrow. The amber ready weather warning covers an area stretching from Manchester to Sheffield and will be enforced between 7 a.m. today now and 3 a.m. Tomorrow. So there we are. And the splodge on the map does indicate that I am in this area. We may be floating down that road later when the river rhythm bursts its banks, like literally 2 minutes from me here. And it says there's a yellow weather warning and amber. I mean, they're almost the same colour. Which is worse, the yellow or the amber? They look almost the same to me. It says persistent heavy rain will affect the area during Thursday and much of Thursday night before slowly drying out on Friday morning. So there we are. Weather warning, warning, warning. In fact, Simon Keane texts in just now. Reference of flood. Oh, just a moment. I can't see the little... Such small writing, dear. Reference to floodwater. Mr. Chop Chop. Here is the weather forecast from Ian Blackford, SNP leader. People of Scotland overwhelmingly voted for sunny weather, not this vile cold weather. When will the Met Office give us what we want and asked for? Thank you, Simon. Simon is king of all... Or queen, I'm not quite sure what he is, dear, to be honest. Or bilinear, or whatever it is these days, dear. He is king... He is bilinear person of all jokes. Aren't you, Simon? So good morning to you, boys and girls. As I say, very wet this morning. Where are you? Is it wet where you are? Let's read some of your messages. Good morning to Jason Hughes. Morning. Michael Lawrence in the house. Morning, Michael. Tim Partington. Good morning to Pardington. I always put a T in there, don't I? Tim Pardington is our karaoke supremo. Good morning, Tim. Nice to see you. Adam the Plumber. Morning. Diane Jeb. Hello to you. Tim, have anyone heard the new George Michael track yet? No. Have they found something that's unreleased? Have they? They do that for years. Do you know, I think they hold back songs so that when someone has passed... I've missed George Michael's music, don't you? That was a shock, that was. I'd had a particularly good Christmas day and I come back to I was staying at a caravan a couple of years ago, isn't it, of course, now? Where's that gone? Yeah, where's those 2 years gone? A caravan site, before I bought this one, I was renting one. And I got back to the caravan and I'm just recording a little video. And this news suddenly flashed up and it took the wind out of my sails, I tell you. Yeah, a great loss that was. Good morning to Fun Things to Do with Tech. Nice and early this morning. There we are. Mikey Mike. Good morning to Mikey Mike. Michael Pullman there. Oh, everyone's early this morning. Morning, Michael Pullman. Catron Duty. Where have you been, my love? Oh, she's with us live this morning. She often joins us for the recorded shows, as indeed does young Simon Keane, who just read the text out there. Where Tim is, it's sunny where he's watching at the moment. Kingston on Thames. Oh, that's a nice place, Kingston. Quite like Kingston. We used to always go there shopping when I was a little boy. We went to Sainsbury's, which we thought the Sainsbury's in Kingston was really big. Of course, these days you can't compare that particular Sainsbury's with some of the mammoth supermarkets that you find now, can you? It's actually quite small. Sainsbury's in Kingston, and then we go to Bentall's, and I'd always have, I was about 8, 9, 10 years old at the time. We'd go to Bentall's, I'd have a sausage on a stick and a cup of tea. We'd have a little something to eat in there. Then we'd go around the market, do the fruit and veg around the market, in paper bags. None of that polystyrene stuff covered in bits of plastic. Yeah, and then to Woolworths. We went to Woolworths. There was a Millets there. It was a good place to go shopping in those days. I'm sure it still is, Kingston. But it's been some years since I actually went there. I've driven through there a few times. Over the river now. And of course, the Bentall's now, that's all was completely rebuilt some years ago, wasn't it? It must be, that's got to have been there about 10 or 15 years now. I still call it the new Bentall's. Nothing new about it now. It's a really good shop. It's more like a centre for other shops now. So Bentall's, the department store, is still there, like the main attraction. But there's also other shops in there, like Disney, and I think there's Universal. There was a HMV in there, wasn't there? Various little knick-knack shops all within that one building, which I think they did a brilliant job of that. Presumably it's still busy there, I don't know. They're still saying it's snowing in the Daily Express, are they? Well, every year, the worst winter for 100 years, the best summer for 25 years. It's the same stories every time. Well, I've yet to see the winter. Yeah, it's been a bit cold. It's hardly a winter, is it? We don't have bad winters anymore. There's probably some of you saying now, oh, don't you remember the snow that we had 2 years ago? Yeah, for about 3 days. That's not a bad winter. We had bad winters in the 70s. Ice on the ground that didn't break up for 6 weeks at a time. I remember that. And the fogs. Who remembers the fogs in the 1970s? I was sitting on this bus going to school, wondering how on earth the driver could see in front of him, because we couldn't. It was a bit of a guesswork, I think. And I always remember a bus going up a hill and it had been really cold and icy. Roehampton High... what was the name of it? Medfield Street. I think it was Medfield Street in Roehampton. This bus, it stopped at what was a water fountain. It was like a roundabout, so just round there. And that's where the bus stop was. And then it had to go up this hill, Medfield Street. And it was a particular day, and we're standing there at this bus stop, and this bus pulled off and got halfway up the hill and then just started sliding back down again. That's how bad winter was then. Not now. We haven't had a bad winter for years. Not for years. Morning to Rachel. Good morning, Rachel. Fran is there. Good morning, Fran. Welcome, Tony King. Nelly. Good morning, Nelly. Sarah Lou Lace. In Devon. I wondered where you'd be, my darling. Good morning, Sarah Lou. Now you've used a different name there for your YouTube, so I might sometimes get confused by that. Please always put Sarah Lou Lace so that I know you are, darling. That's Sarah. We used to watch the show on Facebook. You must have come over now, so good morning to you. Rachel was singing in the rain. Oh, you'll have to record that one, Rachel. I'm singing in the rain. Just singing in the rain. I'm still continuing to practice my new karaoke song that I absolutely crucified on Monday. There'll always be in England. There'll always be. It's the first verse that gets me going wrong. It's that bit of the very first sort of few lines. Da 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 da. I got that one. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. And then the next 2 lines. That's what I can't get right. And I've listened to it and played it back and listened. I think the only way to do it is to keep singing it. Not just listen. You've got to sing it, You got to actually sing it. Very good morning to Paul in Cornwall, who says it's crazy down there, texting in there. Good morning to you, Paul. Very pleased to report the text-in number is working again now. Wasn't working the other day due to the phone getting soaking wet. Good morning to Martin. We are northeast. We are not northeast. We are East Midlands. Oh, is that right? I thought we were northeast. Are we East Midlands? Isn't that close, though? I don't know where we are. I have no idea. I got an unclassified for geography at school, you know. Absolutely. Amber is worse than yellow. Is it really? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Amber, yellow. Good morning to Info Scuba Diving. I'm in the same weather area as you, and we have a lot of rain here now. You saw the photos of before and after. I hope it's not more of the same. Yes, it really is pouring down here and has been doing for some hours. Really has, since the very early hours of the morning. I think it probably started about 3 o'clock in the morning. It woke me up. The rain on the roof, which is not cosy in bed. It's warm in my room, and the rain is pouring down. There's nothing better than that, I tell you. Morning to Stephen Petty. Good morning, Stephen. Mega Andy in the house. Thank you for your thumbs up there, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Morning to you. Hello to Ray Reynolds. Good morning, Ray. Mandy Davenport in the house. There's Sean Pye. There's 2 Sainsbury's in Kingston now. The large one near the station, which I don't know of. The other in the shopping centre. Is the one in the shopping centre I know. That's the one I know. Right next to Marks and Spencer's. And yes, I know where you mean. There used to be a wonderful model shop in Kingston as well called Beatties. They had branches all over the place. I don't know if it even exists now. Beatties, does it? Let's have a look. Beatti. It was called Beatties. And they had yellow and black bags, didn't they? It doesn't. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, it's a Wikipedia. Beatties was a small British department store group located in the Midlands of England. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. It was a toy shop. It was actually a toy shop. Beatties. Okay, Beatties Toys. Let's put that one in. There we are. Oh, Christ, it collapsed in 2001. My word, that's like 18 years ago. Beatties, the model toy shop group, they sold, it was all in there. Electric train sets. You know, so much selection. There'd be little models out everywhere. Boys' toys. There was Scalextrics, all sorts of models and, you know, the Airfix stuff. It was all in Beatties. The model toy shop group has gone into administration. That was in 2001, leaving more than 100 staff without their jobs. It emerged yesterday. They had Aberdeen. There was one in Aberdeen. Where else did they have them? Here we are. Ayr, Glasgow, Birmingham, Liverpool, Bristol, Gateshead, Holborn, there it is. Kingston, Bromley, Crawley, Romford and Reading. What a shame. What a shame. So it died, unfortunately. Beatties, wonderful little shop. I used to go in there and you didn't buy anything. You could buy, you know, separate train engines and little coaches to go on the back of your electric train set. Wonderful, wonderful shop. Catron says it's raining heavy in Manchester as well. Awful there. Yeah, this is going to continue for some time now, my darling. Take out a blooming thing out. They're taking an umbrella this morning. Morning to Able Mike. Welcome along, Able Mike. I think you're here for the first time, aren't you? Welcome to our show. Claire. Good morning, Claire. Missed the show yesterday. My internet was down again. Dear me. Drama this morning. I've lost one of my dogs for a while, but a kind lady found him for me, and we're all back home now. Well, thank God for that, Claire. They just go running, don't they, dogs? Cats rarely go missing, do they? Apparently there's a cat murderer in Bracknell somewhere doing horrible things to cats. I saw that in the local Bracknell news. Why do people do that? You see these stories of people that have done something absolutely ghastly to animals. And mind you, not much different to the animals that are slung to the the abattoir. You know, people don't think of that. They all get on their high horse about some cat that's been kicked, you know, or some dog that's been chucked over a bridge, and then they sit down and have a piece of lamb on blooming Sunday. It's all the same. Something's still been shot. That's it. Morning to Gary Butler. Morning, Gary. Joseph McDonald. Do you remember Arding and Hobbs and B Jams? Absolutely. Arding and Hobbs in Clapham Junction was on the corner. That's a last time I went past that is a Debenhams. What it is now, is it still a Debenhams? I don't know. Good morning to George Bond. Morning. Claire, it's sunny and lovely in Surrey. Yes, as Tim was saying there. Because he's up in down at Kingston, isn't he? Mandy remembers the Beatties in Bristol. Calls my dad. Always bought his models from there. Yeah, me too. I bought a few bits and pieces from Beatties. Always went in there, had a little look around. And the smell of this new stuff when you opened up the plastic. Very bad for the environment, of course. There we are. Another name used to be in Kingston. C&A's. Yes, C&A's. Absolutely. C&A's was next to this artistic creation, which was a load of phone boxes, and they were leaning over, if I remember rightly. They'd set up, I don't know how many, say 10 phone boxes, but they were set up to lean one against the other, and that was like an artistic construction, wasn't it? I remember that. Sean, Beatties was a great shop. I used to go there, buy engine for Scalextric's cars. They sold everything to do with toys. I went to the Romford branch, yeah. And Lipton's as well, Joseph, yes. Lipton's. You can get Lipton's tea, can't you? Usually when you go to another country on holiday, they have Lipton's tea, and it's vile. It's just no flavour. Lipton's tea, it is like cat's wee. It really is. My advice has always been, wherever you're going on holiday, unless you're going to sort of one of the Caribbean countries, which seem to be able to do the job all right, or Australia, take your own kettle and tea bags. You probably won't need it in Australia or some of the Caribbean countries that I've been lucky enough to go to. They seem to be able to do tea. Anywhere in Europe, apart from here, probably Ireland as well. I haven't been to Ireland, but I would imagine Irish are good at it as well. Apart from here and Ireland, take your own tea bags and kettle. Because you'll be sitting out there in Italy. You know, you might have had a few drinks. I fancy a proper cup of tea then. You order a cup of tea, and over comes this cup of warm water and a tea bag on the side. Nope. That is not how to do it. You know how to make tea. Tea bag or tea leaves in, well, depending, not tea leaves in a pot, or tea bag in cup, and pour on boiling water. Not water that has boiled, boiling water, dear. That's how to make tea. The water must be boiling when you pour it on the cup. Literally, that electric kettle, and as soon as it clicks, pour the water on. Don't wait 10 seconds, because it's not boiling anymore, and it will taste rank. I can tell the difference. Horrible. Paul and Lou. Good morning. Paul and Lou used to go to Beatties and Rackham's in Birmingham. I don't know what Rackham's is. That's probably a model or toy shop as well, is it? Good morning to Mark Bowles. So nice of you to join us, Mark. Oh, only been here 23 minutes so far, dear. But, better late than never, I suppose. Incidentally, you haven't missed anything, don't worry, Mark. Incidentally, congratulations to that person who was with us at 10 past the hour this morning and won the car. Congratulations. What a shame you weren't there, Mark. Missed out on an opportunity there, didn't you? But never mind, maybe you'll win a little ticket for a fridge magnet later on. You missed out on the car. If only you'd been here earlier. But not to worry, darling, you're there now. Jason, my cousin, worked for C&A for many years until they closed down. Yeah, my mum was a fan of C&A's. She likes C&A's. I think with C&A's, I don't think they kept up, did they? Simon, Info Scuba Diving, says C&A, their underwear was helpful for those easily confused because the C&A label on them showed them which way round to wear them. Is that right? Thank you very much. Oh dear. Let's have a look. Happy and a 4th anniversary to Chris Reardon's karaoke at Central Station. Is that what it is tomorrow? How do you know that? I'm not very good at anniversaries. The birthdays I read out come up on a list, on the Facebook list, but is it really 4 years now? Friday night, 4 years anniversary at Central Station. That was a complete accident how we started karaoke at Central Station, Complete accident. If you want to come along there it is, look. All right? Central Station Karaoke tomorrow night, 8:30 till midnight. Come down, either sing a song yourself or come and watch some of our wonderful, wonderful singers. Our Facebook memories, yeah, I get those up quite a lot as well. Have you missed me? Well, for 20 minutes? Not really, to be honest, Mark. Not really. There's a CNA in Spain. Is that still there? Gosh. Where's Sean's off to the Mercedes dealership now? There you go, to choose his new car. I love it. I love it. Anyway, last night I popped over to... oh, thank you very much. Mikey Mike sends a super chat. Oh, what's that little chicken thing there? Oh, that's a super chat badge, isn't it? That's new. Look. And Mikey Mike has sent a super chat of £2.99. Thank you very much, Mikey Mike. If you're new to the show, a super chat is a tip, basically, which means if you absolutely adore me and love the show and you don't want to see me starve in front of you to death because I've got no food in the cupboard. Yeah, I mean, we might have to do a short show today. I don't think I can afford to leave the electricity off. So to keep the show going, send a minimum of £1 super chat, please, immediately. We're desperate here. Things are desperate here. Thank you very much, Mikey Mike. I love that little chicken there. It's going like that. Do they have different things? If that's a new thing, that is. Mikey, what is that? Is that a super chat sticker? Does that look different from a normal super chat? Or have they changed something on there so it just comes up automatically? I don't know how that works, really. Morning to my sister. There's Sharon. Morning. Oh, yes. Where's the jingle? Where's the jingle? Worry not. The jingle is here. Yeah, babe. There's the super chat jingle. Whenever you get a super chat, you will hear the super chat jingle. Sometimes I have to be reminded. Thank you very much, Jason Hughes. It's all on the system now, dear. So this is not a cheap show, you know. It's all rehearsed. I've rehearsed this show 3 times this morning before I come up and spoke to you. Don't worry about that. Super chat stickers, that's what they are. Different ones with different costs. I didn't know that. Okay. I think that's a new YouTube thing there. Talking of YouTube, I had a go last night trying to edit out a bit of the video. Martin, my brother-in-law, says you can take a bit out of the middle. I haven't found out how to do that. So what I've done is it's processing now, so you won't see it until it's finished processing. The actual incident happened at about 45 minutes in. So what I've done, I can trim it. So I've trimmed it from the beginning for about 45 minutes, something like that, okay? And when it goes back up, that's where it starts. So you'll miss the first 45 minutes of Monday's karaoke, but I can get the rest out. Oh my God, the money's pouring in now. Wonder Woman has just super chatted £2. Thank you very much, Wonder Woman. Yeah. Ooh, I like that jingling of the till coming in this morning. Oh, not only you, Catron Doody has now super chatted £3. Yeah. What I want to do is change up your super chats into pennies, and just lay in a bath with all my money. Possibly that would have made a good video, wouldn't it? Laying in a bath, covered in like pennies and 50 pences and things like that. Thank you very much, Wonder Woman and Catron Doody, for your super chats. We can now continue to broadcast until approximately 10 to 10. You've paid my electric bill. It's a good job there's no meter in here, isn't it? Do you remember those meters? You put those meters in. Some of those meters you had to... I remember being around someone's house, and whoever who had emptied the meter, the electric board, I suppose, hadn't put a little, what are those things, a little tie thing around the coin drawer. So he was just using the same 50 pence to put through. I don't know how that works. Surely they must have billed him afterwards or something like that, mustn't they? Has it got a bit dark in here again? What's going on with this video today? Have I lost a bit of light again? I don't know what's going on with that. It seems to be adjusting itself. Have I? Have I lost the light? A little lot. What's wrong with you? What's all this cash coming in this morning? Oh, blimey. Oh, here we go. Adam the Plumber, $4.99 it says. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah. And Sean Pye, another £4 there. Well, that's it now. We're on now till 10 o'clock this morning. Let me just make a little note of that. Might have to go for a toilet break. I fancy a little bit of a wee this morning. I love it. So we got it's generally little chickens doing different things, isn't it? There's a little chicken doing a marching thing there. Sean's chickens looks like he's got like a cup of looks like tomato soup. Do you like tomato soup? Tomato soup's nice. Rachel sends the one that says cool at the top, which is great. All different super chat stickers there. That's great, that isn't it? Look at that. Adam says, sending the love to Chris with a super chat. How many super chats is for Chris get today? Oh, I can't read that. No, I'm not desperate for love. Well, I am actually. I'm desperate for love. And if you can't have love, let's have some cash instead. It's as simple as that. You're very kind. Thanks ever so much, boys and girls. I do appreciate that. Morning to Brenda from Bristol, who's a bit late. He's just been hoovering his car. Oh, don't even go there. Right? Yesterday, after the show yesterday, no one's mentioned my haircut, you know. No one's mentioned a haircut. I don't know why I bother, really. I had my haircut yesterday. And at H's. But before that, from the Lincolnshire Television Studio Complex, I thought I'd go and have my car washed yesterday. I don't wash my own car. It's blooming, I can't bear doing stuff like that. Cleaning and washing and hoovering business. I don't mind hoovering. I quite like hoovering. I like hoovering. I like to see that dirt being sucked up out of my carpet, dear. Oh, I discovered a fly last night. Very strange that the air conditioning cum heating unit, which is on the ceiling, it's plastic, and now and again it makes a little bit of a noise, like a clicking noise, which actually to me sounds like the plastic rubbing against each other, either expanding or contracting. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. The one in the living room does exactly the same. If you turn all the telly off and everything and just sit there listening to it, now and again you'll get like a click or something like. Sorry, that was just a fly. Another one, yeah. Anyway, so I thought I'd just have a look on it, and I opened up the cover, and there on the filter was a blooming fly living in there. In my bedroom. That could have attacked me while I was at night while I was asleep. You know, flown into my mouth or something like a fly coming into my mouth or into my ears or something like that. Anyway, so I saw this fly, and it was literally just sitting there on the filter. And I thought, well, I wonder how long that's been in there. Desperately trying to survive, I suppose. I don't know, anyway, so I went and got a tissue, and as I climbed up, it jumped. But I couldn't find it anymore. Couldn't find it after that. So then I went back into the living room and watched a little bit of telly. I've been watching a film called Ellie. E-L-I. Ellie. It's on Netflix One Colour. And I haven't got to the end of it yet. It's about this boy, little boy and his parents. And this little boy's got some sort of disease. And he goes to this clinic, which looks really dodgy. You know, they go through the haunted... sort of haunted forest, you know, along a road with the trees either side of it, and then at the end of it is this very dodgy looking house. Anyway, goes in there, and it's not all it makes out to be, of course. Haven't got to the end of it yet. It's about an hour and a half long. Has anyone watched that yet? It's about an hour and a half long, and I've watched about an hour. I'll be honest, I've kind of lost a little bit of interest in it. Now, but I'll watch the other half hour, and then so I watched an hour of that. Then I come back into the bedroom and I thought, I wonder what. There it is, and the fly was now on top of the little, what's that thing? You know, between the ceiling and the wall, that thing in the corner. You know, ceiling like so wall like that, ceiling like that, and that thing coving. It was sitting on the coving. I thought, I'm going to have you now. So I got my tissue and then quick, got it, straight down the toilet, gone. It was living in the air conditioning. Bloomin' fly. Outrageous. So that's what happened last night. No Hoover. Didn't get the Hoover out last night. Let me have a look here. What else have I got to tell you? Let's just read some of these. Wonder Woman, have you seen the sticker for £50? I won't try that one now. Oh, no, go on, try it, Rachel. Feel free, darling. Don't let me stop you. Try the 50. No, leave that one for Christmas. Leave that one. Don't send it now, Rachel, because then I'll make a note of that now. Now I've got something to look forward to at Christmas. A £50 super chat from Rachel. Yeah, that's so nice of you, Rachel. It really is, love. Save that one for Christmas. Oh, I'm so much looking forward to Christmas now. I wonder if you'll be the only one to send a £50 super chat. You still only get the one calendar, though. Are you on my calendar list? Yes, you are. You're on the calendar list, aren't you, my love? Mick says, Brenda from Bristol says, you're eating well today. I should put on weight today. I'm looking forward to weighing myself on Saturday. I've been really good again this week. I am hoping on Saturday to be 13 stone 8 pounds. I'm hoping to be on Saturday 13 stone and 8 pounds. I think I will have lost another 2 pounds since last Saturday. Fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. So make a note of that. 13 stone 8 pounds. Please, Rachel, don't send that £50 yet. Hold on to it for Christmas. Hold on. What was that song? Hold on, Toto, was it? Toto? No, Toto was Africa, wasn't it? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Remember that one? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Hold on, Thompson Twins. That was it. Hold on, Thompson Twins. That was the song. Thank you, Mandy's noticed the haircut. Thank you, Mandy. Mandy noticed the haircut. Before I went to have my haircut, I went to have the car washed. There's this place. Now, take a note of this name. The Woodhall Spa Car... Oh, what do they call it? Car valeting? Car spa. Woodhall Car Spa. I think it was called the Woodhall Car Spa. Right? A place which I've used before, to be honest. Anyway, so I got there. Straight in. They do it all outside, so they start spraying the car. I said, how much is this, please, mate? He says, do you want inside done as well? I said, yeah. I don't usually have the inside done, but it was looking a bit dusty. You know, with over time, small pieces of sandwich, cheese, crisp, all in the driver's side on the floor. So I said, yeah, I'll have the inside done as well today. He said, about £13? Yeah, that's fine, mate. Okay. So he said, do you want to wait in there? Yeah, okay. So I sat down in this little office, went through the door. Well, I don't think they had the heating on. It was blooming colder in the office than it was outside. Cool, it was cold in there anyway, so they're getting on with this. And I'm sitting there, you know. I'll go out for a walk. I said, I'll just go outside for a little walk, mate. I just want to see what they're building over the road. Okay, then. So I come out there and I went over the road to see what they were building. Once again, another bit of field has been stolen. You know, not stolen, but bought by builders to build some what look like new houses. Turns out it's not houses at all. It's going to be old people's home. Or old people's flats. McCarthy and Stone. Now, I'm sure they've been on Watchdog before. And funnily enough, while I was sitting there, I went to visit my sister last night. I looked this up, McCarthy and Stone, and they give you get what it says on the tin. You'll get an old people's home and all that. But they were on Watchdog a while ago. I'm sure they were, or one of those type of programs. Because one of the things you can do is part exchange your own house, flat, property, your own property, to get one of theirs, and they'll offer you a sum of money. But I looked and there were some cases, well, quite a few cases, where, for example, they'd offered someone £140,000 for their house, right? And then, but the person concerned sold it herself for like 50 grand more than they were going to offer. You've got to be aware of these. Just because it's a large company that everyone knows, don't think they're not trying to rip you off. This is why the large companies win sometimes. Always double check. So they're actually building an old people's home over there. Anyway, so I've come back and they're still doing it. So I've gone back in the office a little bit cold. And then he came in shortly after. All done, mate. £13, please. So I handed over my money. And as I went out, I thought, well, that hasn't been dried properly. But, you know, time is ticking. I wanted to go and see H and get my hair cut and then go swimming. There you go, mate. Okay. Didn't think anything more of it. And off I went. I thought, oh, well, I won't, you know, a bit disappointed that hasn't been dried properly. It wasn't raining. There was still water on there. So I got to H's, pulled up on the pavement there because you have to park on the pavement there. And I closed the door and I looked at the side of the bottom of the car, so you got the door and then that bit of the bottom, the seals. Is it the seals? That's what noise a seal makes. It's the seal. And there's a bit of dirt on there. Now, it was really filthy when I took it in, admittedly. But still, I noticed on the seal that hadn't been cleaned properly. Anyway, and Ate's the hairdresser. He wasn't doing anything, so he's out there puffing away on his, not cigarette, those with loads of clouds of smoke, one of those things. I don't know what it's called. And I said to him, all right, Ate, I've just had this cleaned. I said, it's not done a very good job. Anyway, I looked round the side and showed him that. He said, here, look round the handles. Round the handles, dirt round the handles. And then as I inspected the rest of the car, very, very bad job indeed. Very disappointed. So I won't be going back there. He said, take it back. I said, I can't be bothered. That's okay. Won't go back there. And funnily enough, the bloke was saying, when I was paying for it, he said, we're not really that busy at the moment, which is a bit disappointing. We could be busier than a lot busier than we are. While I was walking around my car at H's, the hairdressers, then I thought to myself, well, I'm not surprised you're not busy. Very worst car wash I've ever experienced in my life. Hand car wash. Sometimes the machines don't do a brilliant job, but you kind of accept that when you go in. When you go and have your car hand washed, you would expect a decent job, wouldn't you? So remember that name, the Woodall Car Spa. Don't bother. Very bad. The last time I had my car cleaned, I went to these two delightful Romanian boys. I think they were about 25 years old, they were, in Horncastle. So you go through Horncastle, through the town, and then just up the hill. There's actually two places. There's one, which is kind of, you don't always see it. It's on the left. It's like an old garage or old petrol station, something like that, which is where I went. And you pull in, and these two gorgeous lads come out, and they're climbing all over the car, bending over the bonnet. There I am, pretending to be on the phone while keeping an eye through the corner of my eye while I'm watching these little creatures climb all over my car. And they did a damn good job, a really good job. Really good job. For about the same price, maybe another £1 more or something like that. But no, Woodall Car Spa, very disappointing. Really bad job that was, so I won't be going back there. So that's what I did, Mandy. Before I had my hair cut, I did that. Then I went down the swimming pool and came back here. Let's just where are we now? Oh, just a moment, please. There's Wonder Woman. Leave it for the spider that's on my backdrop. There's no spider on the backdrop, Rachel. There isn't one there, dear. I think you need your eyes tested. Are you starting to see spiders? That is a sure sign of dementia. Dementia is setting in, Rachel. Oh dear. Wherever Rachel looks, she sees spiders. Spider crawling. Incy wincy spider climbing up the wall. Yes. Claire, are you sure it wasn't a big flea? They live in filters and come out and get you at night. I hope not, Claire. You know I had fleas in my house once, about 15 years ago. You've heard that story, haven't you? Jason, do you still have your haircut in the barber's, which is at the end of your show? The barber's. No. Where was that? No, that's Wokingham. That's Wokingham. No, I don't have it cut there. And the only reason is I'm not there. I'm up here more than I am kind of down there, really. So that's the only reason. Wokingham was like a Monday morning job. I always used to go Monday morning because it was about £5 cheaper on a Monday. But not possible for me to go on a Monday anymore, so now I have it done up here. And I like H. I have a good laugh with him. He's such a top man, talking about his family and all that. Wonderful man. There's no spiders, Mikey. Why are you all obsessed with spiders? There's no spiders in here, dear. None. Tony is there. Tony's King. I think I mentioned you already. Good morning to Adrian Richardson. Good morning, Adrian. Sean, there are no... What is wrong with you all, dear? There's no spiders. None. Adrian Richardson is in the house. Good morning to you. Mixed fried cheese, spinach and leek lattice from Aldi yesterday. It's tasty. Yeah, it's got pastry on it, I know, isn't it? I'll be all right with the pastry once I've lost a little bit of weight, but at the moment I'm off that sort of thing. No bread. No bread. I was talking to my sister about that last night. Bread machine, if you're trying to lose weight, absolutely deadly. Don't ever buy a bread machine. because the bread comes out of this tin thing, doesn't it? And it says on there, leave it for an hour. Not possible. You know, within half an hour of that bread within 10 minutes of that bread coming out of the machine, you've had half the loaf. Seriously. Not one slice, not two slices, half the loaf. Oh, absolutely delicious. I'm taking a bread machine, my old bread machine actually, which I tested out a couple of weeks ago. It's working fine, over to my niece in Cyprus. Because it's very expensive in Cyprus. You pay £5 for a decent loaf of bread in Cyprus. That's not a joke, honestly. My sister was saying at the moment in Cyprus, where I'll be on my way, almost on my way this time next week. Where was I going with that now? Oh, yes. So I'm taking the bread machine out there. I've tested it out already. And I was saying to my sister, that was it. Yes. My niece tells us it's 30 degrees at the moment, which is about 90 Fahrenheit, which isn't bad, is it, eh? I think their hot weather has gone on for longer than it normally goes on. I wouldn't go in sort of June, July, August. I certainly wouldn't go on those months. That's when it's hottest. That's when my sister's going again. Funnily enough, we were looking at plane prices last night because my sister's wants to arrange the next one, I think. And in some cases, the British Airways flights are cheaper than the Easyjet. Funny that, isn't it? And at other points, the Easyjet are cheaper than the British Airways. That's in the economy seats, of course. You know. So it's always don't just go to Easyjet or Ryanair. Check the other airlines first, because often you can find they're cheaper. Sometimes by a couple of quid, sometimes by 20. I mean, 20 quid savings is a good saving, isn't it? 20 quid on a plane flight or something like that. Let's have a look. Jason, you sure didn't go into the room where they all sleep at night? What, the flies? Possibly. Morning to SOS Gregorian. John Aikens there. Good morning, John. His internet's been playing up this week. You've missed lots, John. Lots, dear. It's all we've given away a car, a holiday for two, £10,000 cash. But there you go, John. You know, if you're not there, you miss it. That's how it is. You know. I mean, perish the thought that you might have to watch the show on a phone or something like that with your internet, dear. What do you expect for 13 quid? Vape, that's it, that vape thing, that's what he does. Vape things. Clouds of smoke. More smoke than you ever got from a cigarette, those vape things, aren't they? And the flavours, dear. Blueberry, cheesecake, whatever. Brenda in Bristol will clean your thing for 13 quid. Last hand wash I had, it cost me £200 for a bonnet respray. Really? Really? Oh, that's terrible. Mick's been camping at Ashby Lakes Horncastle. I don't know what that is. Never been camping since. Mega Andy, is there a television complex studio in Cyprus, or will you be having some annual leave? Annual leave, Mega Andy. Annual leave. No super television complex in Cyprus at all, unless I pop into BFBS and borrow their studios, which I'm sure, I just walk. Oh my God, it's Chris Reardon. I'm quite well known over the world. Over the world. There we are. Right, now where are we? Yes, I was at my sister's last night. We were doing my photo. I've got 2 photos in the upcoming calendar, which will be out at Christmas, boys and girls. Okay, some of you have already ordered one of those, which is completely accidental. That wasn't supposed to happen. And please don't send any more requests to get a calendar, because there's only so many of them being made, and more than half have gone already before they even went sort of on sale, if you see. Well, not so much on sale, but for a certain amount of super chat. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's 9 have gone already. Completely accidental. That was my fault. That was my fault. So please don't ask for one before we get one again, because otherwise I'll have to add you to the list, and there's only so many of them being done. But I did the other photo yesterday at my sister's house, and great fun we had last night. Great fun doing doing this particular photo. So I'll show you that once it's all done. All right. Get a drink, Chris. Yes, I think so. That's a good idea. I've got one here, Rach. That's better. John watched Rocket Man the other night. It was brilliant. Is that the new Elton John film? You see, some people are really liking that. Other people aren't. They say it's awful. So I'll watch that myself at some point and see what I think. And there's a George Michael one coming out as well, isn't it? I don't think it's about him, but it's got his music in it. So I don't know how that's going to work, but that's coming out soon as well. So looking forward to that. Good. Some stories for you this morning then. Another person has been attacked and eaten by a shark. I kid you not. A missing British tourist. This is in this morning's Super Soaraway Sun. Nice to see the poppy on there. I got my poppy on this morning. A missing British tourist is believed to have been eaten by a shark after a hand wearing his wedding ring was found inside the beast's belly, rather. Is a Scottish bloke, 44, went missing while snorkelling off the French island of Réunion near Madagascar over the weekend. I can't be doing snorkelling. Oh, no, dear. That blooming rubber thing in your mouth. Oh, and who else has had that thing in their mouths? And then you're putting your mouth on it as well. Oh, no, dear. Oh, God. And that thing on your face, I can't bear it. No, I tried it. Yes, I did try it. In Australia on the Barrier Reef. On the Barrier Reef, there they are. All these people were getting in there. It was me and someone else. I tried putting this thing on. I thought, I can't stand it. No, can't do it. Can't do it. So I jumped in the sea and just sort of looked through the water as best as I could, but I couldn't wear one of those damn things. Anyway, the tiger shark was killed as being swimming near tourist beaches and was believed to be a threat. And the severed hand inside appears to have confirmed the fears. And investigate. What a way to go! God. And can you hear that rain or not? Listen. I'm going to turn the volume up. Listen. Can you hear that rain? Quite chucking it down on this caravan. An investigating source says it is feared that the hand belonged to a tourist who was reported missing on Saturday afternoon by his wife. The suspected attack victim has not been named, but is said to be a British national from Scotland. The tourist and his wife were spending a week on the island and had gone out swimming in a lagoon. Alone on Saturday. Oh, frightening. When he didn't get back, his wife sounded the alarm and a full search was launched involving boats and a helicopter. Dreadful. The man hasn't been found, so it could be him. Yes. Sharks are eating people. Info scuba diving. I've been scuba diving in Réunion. It's a known hotspot for shark attack, but there are areas where you are not supposed to swim. People ignore the warnings, so more fool them. As they do sometimes, you know, when in Britain, when they have these, is it the red flags flying? No, they still go in the sea, ignoring the warnings. Terrible. Sean. People don't feel sad when Chris, he needs a break, and let's be honest, by Christ, we need a break as well. Pardon? What do you mean by that? A break, dear? John, Last Christmas is out soon. That's the new George Michael film. The lyrics... I haven't heard the new George Michael song. Tim, who's with us this morning, was mentioning that earlier. I haven't heard the new George Michael song at all. Jason, the shark likes a bit of haggis. Good morning to Sam458. Good morning, young Sam. All right there. The wife did it, says Adrian. The wife did it. Yes. It's like a game of Cluedo, isn't it? It's like a Cluedo. Michael, can you send some rain down to Australia? Australia have got having a really dry time at the moment. They had hardly any rain in their winter. Certain parts of Australia, which I kept that up on the news. And now it's coming into summer, so they're not expecting any either. You know? The ocean is the sharks' world, not humans. They should never be killed. They are the hunters of the deep. The hunters of the deep are the sharks. Yes. What about that news last night? Was sitting there listening to the news over at my sister's house. I think, what was it? Or in the car on the way back. No, they don't really watch the news. I think on the car on the way back, this part of a theatre ceiling's collapsed again. Now, that's the second time. I remember this happening some time ago. I can't remember where it was. But in the Daily Mail this morning, several audience members were injured after the roof of the Piccadilly Theatre in central London collapsed onto the audience yesterday evening. Now, the West End Auditorium had to be evacuated just 20 minutes into the death of a salesman, which is some sort of play, I think. I don't know it. After a chunk of the ceiling fell onto members of the audience. 5 spectators suffered minor injuries after the incident, and witnesses described hearing screams from nearby audience members in the upper circle. I don't like it up there. I like to be really close to the front when I'm cinema, concert, theatre. I don't like to be right out of the way. I like to be quite close to the front. My mate, when he comes to the cinema, he hates being down the front. He's kind of right the way back, but it's preference, isn't it? More than 1,000 people were evacuated. Emergency service were called to the theatre shortly before 8 after part of the plasterboard. It crashed down into the auditorium, and they've suffered minor injuries. There's a picture of all the people outside there. Tonight's show had to be cancelled while the ceiling was inspected and made safe for the public to return. It's 91 years old, this theatre. Next time you go to a theatre, take an umbrella with you. Very dangerous places, dear, theatres. Danger! Warning! Danger! If the rain doesn't get you, the theatre will. Mick, that spider's having a fry up in the caravan behind you. Oh, is it left mine at last, is it? You must all have very good eyes, dear. That's all I can say. You must have very, very good eyes. Mikey Mike, will you be doing a Christmas Day show, says Mikey Mike. I don't know. Don't know yet, Mikey. Not sure. Maybe not. I've done a few Christmas Day radio shows in the past, and usually there's no one there. Now, everyone's involved in their families and doing bits and pieces. We'll see. My Christmas backdrop, is it here? Actually, did I bring it here? I was looking for that the other day. I seem to have lost a Christmas backdrop somewhere. I'm sure I had 2 up at the house, but I did wonder if I'd bought it here, but it doesn't look like it's here either. I seem to have lost a Christmas backdrop somewhere, but I'll double check that on Saturday, and if I can't find it, I'll have to order another one. I'm sure I bought 2 new Christmas backdrops, so they're very pretty indeed. Tony, we won't be happy till we've polluted the sea so nothing can live in it, which is what's happening now with all those bits of plastic and that, Tony, isn't it? Dreadful. When you see all that plastic in the sea, I think we will probably destroy the earth. I can't see... it's all very well banning a plastic straws or earbud type things like that, but you go in the supermarket tomorrow, virtually it's everywhere plastic. Not just hard plastic, for example, on this cup, Hard plastic on this cup. Not only that, all the soft plastics, the polystyrene, polythene and all this, covered in everything, isn't it? Please, can you sing the Baby Shark song? Baby shark, 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 baby shark, 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 baby shark, 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 baby shark, shark, shark. Is that it? Oh, don't even go there. My great niece Evie loves that song, and whenever I go on there, she has to have this damn song on the telly. I can't stand it. Baby shark. I found someone playing that on an organ in a church. Yeah, one of my sister's brother-in-law, we were searching around. You know how you search around. And I discovered Baby Shark played on a church organ. I kid you not. I might try that one Sunday. See how well that one goes down with the miserable old people. Always someone moaning in there. Oh, it was a bit loud today. Oh, you played that hymn very fast. Well, do you want to have a go? Well, shut up then. I wonder what they'd say if I said that. Well, do you want to have a go? Oh, well, I can't play. Well, shut up then and walk off. Then they would say you're rude. You see, I think you're rude commenting in the first place. I'm just getting you back at your own thing. Perhaps I should try that. Morning to Yvonne. Good morning, young Yvonne. Welcome to our show. Oh, the small caravan next to Flamingo. Is the spider in there now, is it? Well, I hope it warms up in there. It'd be nice and cosy in there, wouldn't it? Maybe a Christmas night show when everyone's drunk. Oh, that'd be completely pointless, Rachel. They'll all be drunk, too drunk to listen to anything I'm saying. Not that anyone's listening this morning anyway, dear. No, I'll be at my sister's probably Christmas evening. I'm sure I will. That's when the presents get opened. What am I going to get this year? What present will I get this year? Actually, I don't know what I'm getting my sister. Don't know what I'm getting my sister. I've already sorted out my niece and her family. They're going to Euro Disney next year. Taking them all to Euro Disney. That's they've been waiting for that for 3 years. I already took Gary and his family that some years ago because we wanted to get that in just in case anything happened to the little girl because she's not very well. They have a severely disabled daughter, so we wanted to do that one. As soon as possible. So we've done that one. So they've been waiting. They should have gone the year after, but then another baby came along. James. Not baby James anymore, James, who can now talk words. Very exciting. Might actually be able to have a conversation with him. So that's where they're going next year. That's their Christmases and birthday presents for the whole year, all combined for that Euro Disney trip. And I don't know what to get my sister yet. I haven't decided. I'll have to find out what she wants in a roundabout way. That's what I usually do. Where are we? Yvonne, if he threatens you with a spider again, give him time out. Oh yeah, I think we need to give someone time out this morning. We'll be banned for messages for 5 minutes. Who can I select to do that? Mark is feeling rough this morning. Oh, I'd like you to rough me up, to be honest, Mark. Are we doing roughing up this morning? There's no spider, Yvonne. Don't take any notice from him, darling. Rachel's got something wrong with her eyes, my love. Your spider's got its own holiday home. It's in there, isn't it? Right, one more story, then I'll do today's raffle tickets, okay? Do you like Quality Street? I don't see any hands not going up. Quality Street, I prefer Roses, to be honest, but Quality Street's all right. Each year the tin gets smaller and smaller. Next year, possibly only 2 sweets in the Quality Street. Well, it's not really a tin anymore. It's a plastic thing, isn't it? Again, bad for the environment. All those plastic Quality Streets stacked up in your local supermarket at the moment. If they were tins, they would disintegrate into the earth, wouldn't they? No, plastic. Be there for hundreds of years. Well, how about this for a take on Quality Street sweets? Oh, hang on a minute. Where's my tickets? There we are. Let me get my tickets ready. Not yet. Anyone who asks for a ticket early will be timed out for 5 minutes. Right, here, listen. A fish and chip shop is taking Christmas food, this is in the Daily Mirror, to another level by serving up deep fried Quality Street sweets to their customers during December. I mean, how many calories in just one sweet? Oh, those Quality Street, they're deadly as well, like a bread machine. Open up that tin and there they just keep coming, don't they? What's your favourite ones? Rose, strawberry. Actually, I probably prefer the orange ones, followed by... I can't remember, actually. Are the orange strawberry ones... Are the orange chocolates in Quality Street hard? Because there's some of them are hard and some of them have got that soft, gooey centre. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, please, Mummy. Oh, orange, that's it. Orange creams, that's it. Orange creams. Are they orange creams? Roses have got them, haven't they? Where you bite into the orange and it just oozes out that sticky orange stuff. Mm. Come on, what's your favourite sweet on a Quality Street? Let's have a look here. Claire, the pink one, the fudge. Yes, Claire, the fudge. Oh, yeah, please. I'm not keen on the green triangle. Or that purple one. What's that about? The purple. Why can't you just buy the orange creams and that's it in a bag? Which ones are your favourite? John says the tubs of chocolate sweets are half empty now. He's already started on them. Who ate all the pies? Who ate all the pies? Mikey Mike likes the big purple ones, as does even Lemon. Oh. Purple, caramel and nut for Mick Davenport. Is that what the purple ones are? I can't remember. The orange one is hard. Okay, so it's obviously not the quality streets. There is an orange, one of the things, maybe it's celebrations, I don't know what one. One of them's you bite into this orange and the chocolate around it just it collapses and out comes gooey orange stuff. Yes, please, mummy. Followed very closely by a similar one from the strawberries. The orange one is hard, says Tony. Caramel, says John. Claire, you can have all my orange ones. I don't like them. Well, I don't know if I want to swap you for the fudge ones, because I quite like the fudge ones as well. I like fudge. Fudge. Oh, yeah. Oh, my mouth is watering this morning. Warning, time for pills. Warning, I'm feeling my power levels dropping. Warning, pill taking now. This is the only show where you can see drugs taken live on the programme. Terrible, isn't it, really? Thank you very much. Toffees are good for removing fillings. That's the long one. Long one with with a yellow wrapper is the toffee one, isn't it? Out comes another filling. Mark Bowles is allergic to nuts. Oh, how disappointing, Mark. How disappointing. John hasn't even bought any yet. You're a liar, John. I bet you're already there. 3 or 4 of those. You're probably already emptied 3 or 4 of those tubs of sweets and are now using it to propagate plants. Dodgy plants that you're growing to make that smoking stuff. Yvonne, the purple one, yes. Strawberry ones, Colin, yes, please. The strawberry, is that the same one? The strawberry chocolate with the gooey strawberry stuff that comes out? Absolutely delicious. Delicious. Yvonne doesn't like the orange ones either. Well, let me read this. It seems that in 2019's fish and chip shops will not rest until they have battered and deep fried everything. Recently, we saw one establishment start serving up battered Jaffa cakes, and now another is deep frying a classic Christmas treat for its customers. Poppies of Soho. Oh, it's in London. Oh, I might be able to go to this then. Poppies of Soho is going to be offering battered quality street sweets to customers throughout December. From December the 1st up to December the 25th, they'll be open for a festive fish treat at Christmas. Wow. The London-based eatery will be selling lucky dips of the deep-fried Nestle treats for just £2.50. I must say they look absolutely delicious. For this price, each customer will get 5 different sweets. But will you manage to get one of your favourites? Quality Street are made out of 12 different chocolate treats, including the Toffee Finger, the Green Triangle and Strawberry Delight. As well as frying the sweets, the team over at Poppies have also gone one step further and shared their ultimate ranking of the best ones. Do you think they've made the right call? And at the top of the list is the Toffee Finger, followed by the purple one, and downwards, chocolate caramel brownie, strawberry delight, toffee penny, orange cream, there's my one, orange cream, the green triangle, fudge, orange chocolate crunch. Ah! So they've got 2 strawberry, they've got 2 orange. They do indeed have the orange creams, and they do have the orange chocolate crunch. They have them both on Quality Street. There's the milk choc block, caramel swarm, and of course the coconut one. We forgot about that, the coconut eclair. Oh, give them all to me now. Please. Well, I may allow myself 1 or 2 chocolates at Christmas. While the sweets are on offer, staff at the shop will be asking customers to share their opinions and will keep a tally of the most popular flavours. Some of the most popular could possibly become permanent features on the menu. Fans of the fish and chip shop on social media are very excited by the chocolate news. I would try that. One person commented, "I have died and gone to heaven." I hope you didn't commit suicide, dear. A lot of people commit suicide, strangely enough, after I finish this show. Police have reported the increasing rates of suicide after one of Chris Reardon's chat shows. Oh, I don't know. Get my raffle tickets ready. just a minute now. Oh, tear that out. 1, 2, 3. Oh, been giving out about 30 tickets a show at the moment. They've gone a little bit mad at the moment. Is that going to be enough? Now, I can't promise anything. There may be an extra show tonight. Okay, make sure you got. Don't say what time. Will it definitely be happening? Not sure. Okay, there might be an extra show tonight. Remember, there's no shows on Friday mornings while I'm here. Okay, that's because my Fridays are very busy and it takes a while to. It's just impossible to fit an entire day of what I do into Fridays. So we don't have a show on Friday mornings anymore. But there might or might not be one tonight. Okay. So keep an eye out on that. Remember to have your notification things switched on. That's the little bell. You also need to be subscribed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There it is, boys and girls. YouTube.com. Okay. Next to the subscription thing is a little thing. Is a little bell. You need to just click on that and have all notifications on. Then whenever there's a show on, your device will burst into life and beep at you. It will beep at you. Mick, Tony doesn't like the idea of the deep fried sweets, do you? I'll try one. I'll try. Yvonne knows what to buy me for Christmas now. Well, you won't be able to send anything, unfortunately, Yvonne. There's not really a postal address. I have used the pub's address before to send stuff to, but sometimes it gets lost. Okay, so I don't really have an address for you to send stuff to. I wouldn't send any more than a Christmas card, perhaps, to the pub that I work at. Okay, which I will give out that at a later time. But be honest, I wouldn't really send anything else. There was someone sent a poetry book back in February. Well, I didn't get it until July. Okay, where it just happened to be spotted laying on a shelf. So I wouldn't send anything to a pub or anything like that, my darling. Okay. Anyone want to do my Christmas shopping? You're welcome. No, thank you. Not yet. Ticks. Here we go. Adrian Richardson, 910. By the way, gang, please only ask for your raffle ticket once. All right. When I get to the end of the list, I'll say, have I missed anyone out? All right, but only ask once and then I won't get confused. Mick Davenport, thank you. 9. Brenda from Bristol. 911. Did I tell you yours, Adrian? Adrian, 910. Brenda Bristol, 911. Mandy Davenport, 912. Best time to do Christmas shopping is Boxing Day. Oh, well, they all have the sales then, don't they, Jason? The sales start on Christmas night. You're absolutely right there. Absolutely right. Michael Pullman, 913. Jason Hughes, 914. 915 for Wonder Woman. Oh, spelled your name wrong. Wonder Woman. If you're wondering what this is and you're new to the show, we have a little raffle on a Monday morning, sometime between 9 and 10 o'clock, and you can win a fridge magnet. I've got one here. Yeah, you can win this. This is what the raffle's for, one of those, okay? It's completely free. You're allowed one raffle ticket per show, okay? And you can claim your raffle ticket right up to the beginning of the next show. If you can't get, if you're watching a recording of the show, then you can get your raffle ticket by email. There's the email address there, okay? Just say, can I have a raffle ticket? And I'll reply to your email with your raffle number, as many people will indeed do. Sean Pye, thank you, 916. 917 for young Mikey Mike. 918 for Adam the Plumber. SOS Grigori. Pay for a post office box address. Very, very expensive. SOS. They're expensive. I did have a postal address for some years. And in 1 year, the cost of the box went up dramatically. From something like 40 quid to about 90. Something like that. It's not worth it. Not worth having a post office box, but thank you for the suggestion. I had one for about 3 years, and then suddenly the price went up dramatically, and I thought, no, I'm not doing that. I'll send some cash to your landlords. Thank you. Tony King. 919 for Tony. Tony King, 919. Dr. SOS Gregorian. Number 920. 921 for young Colin K. That rain, gosh. Colin K. Diane Jeb, 922. 922 Mark Bowles, 923. 924 for Martin. No, has it got dark again? Has that picture gone dark again? It has, hasn't it? Has it gone dark again, the picture? Is it me looking at... Hang on a minute, let me have a look at myself. I think it might be the monitor, actually. Could it be the monitor that's making me look a bit dark today? I don't know. Oh, I keep getting that blooming thing for the YouTube.
My father committed suicide.
It's an advert coming on there. 1 minute, let's have a look. Come on, skip ad. Oh no, it looks all right, doesn't it? I think it's the monitor. It's the monitor making me look dark. Maybe I can turn the brilliance up on that a bit. How do I do that? Oh no, I'll leave it as it is, because sometimes the screen makes you look all a little bit funny. Where's Martin's one? That's Martin's there. Ticket please, Mark Bowles. Claire, thank you, Claire. 925 for Claire. Thank you, Claire. 926 for Yvonne. Thank you, Yvonne. John Aitken, 927. Thanks, John. Wonder Woman, just dropped mine down there on the way past. If you ever see a silver car with a large Wonder Woman sticker on the bonnet coming by Chapel Hill, that's us. Give us a wave. A large silver car. Wonder Woman! You might get a light. If you ever see a car in front of you, a red car flashing its lights, then I've spotted you, Wonder Woman. All right. All send a tin of sweets to the pub. He'll be chucking them at Toby when he gives him... Brenda is desperate for a fridge magnet. £10,000. You can buy one. They're £10,000, these, darling, all right? All right, Mick. Love to sell that new car of yours. All right. Okay, Yvonne, that's fine, darling. Mega Andy, 928 for you, Mega Andy. If we do a show tonight, you will have tickets again tonight, okay? So don't worry about that. Did you see me singing last night? Nope, I haven't seen that yet, Yvonne. Good. There we are. That looks like I've done all the tickets. Have I missed anyone out? If so, please speak now, okay? Please speak now if I've missed you out on the old tickets there. Right, and while we're here, let's do today's birthdays. Happy birthday on this Thursday, the 7th of November, 2019. Waiting for the list to come up. This computer's ever so slow, this other one I've got here, but it does the job, kind of. Except today, because it's not coming up. Come on, birthdays. There we go. Danny Jones. Good morning, Danny Jones. Big happy birthday to you on this Thursday. Davidstar King today is 49 years old. Steve Herbert today is 55 years old. Good morning, Steve. Joshua Littlehales is 28 years old today. Alison Christian, who is on Norfolk Island, the most wonderful place in the Pacific Ocean, where I went twice. It's just a lovely place. Alison Christian's got the most beautiful house there. And the view she's got from her veranda is absolutely priceless. It's stunning there. Happy birthday, Alison. And Richard Bailey today is 42 years old. So happy birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Look, everyone's wishing people happy birthday there. Mick is wishing people. Rachel. Mandy's off to do some baking. Enjoy your baking, Mandy. My sister likes to do that. She does all cooking and baking and mixing and sewing. She's having a bit of trouble with her sewing machine yesterday. She's trying some embroidery out. She said, "Oh look, this embroidery, it's not come out very well. Something's wrong. She's not quite, perhaps got a setting right or something on the, sewing machine." And I had this dreadful thought that I'm going to get a set of embroidered handkerchiefs for Christmas. No, thank you, dear. No embroidered handkerchiefs, no socks, and no aftershave, please, in a blooming plastic box. We don't want those things. Thank you very much. And it's Rachel's daughter's 13th birthday today, so happy birthday to Rachel's daughter this morning, all right? Okay, gang, that's it today. Thanks ever so much for joining us on the show. Maybe back tonight. It'll either be tonight or Saturday morning. Next show, boys and girls. Okay? Oh, let me just show that mic. There you go. Mic is just, that's good. There we are. Yes, either tonight, keep your notifications set on just in case we do one tonight. I don't know what time it'll be on or even if there will be one. But might well be one tonight. If not, I'll see you again on Saturday morning. Thanks ever so much. A lot of people giving super chats this morning, which is very, very kind of you. Thank you very much. It really is appreciated to know that you like this so much that you send a couple of quid. That's really appreciated. Have a lovely day, boys and girls. I'm now going to venture out into this terrible weather. Will the caravan be here when I come back for my lunch? I hope so. Have a nice day. Ta-da now.